Hi, white-haired gardener here. Today I'm going to show you how you can get a continuous supply of fresh green onions without having to keep buying them from the store. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. First, I'm going to let you know I bought some commercial potting soil for this. And I don't know if you remember from an old video, but I had a terrible time with those fungus gnats. This is what you must do if you're buying commercial potting soil. Right now I've got a roasting pan right here, and I have filled it with the potting soil. I like high edges on my pan because I tried putting it on a cookie sheet one time and it fell all over the place, and then I had to clean the stove. So right now I've got this full. I'm going to put it in the oven at 160 for a half an hour. I'll stir it after about 15 minutes and make sure that this is heated through and to kill all nasty fungus gnat buggies throughout. Afterward, I'll show you what happens next. Right, now I'm back. I've cooked this at 160 for a half an hour, stirring it at 15 minutes, and then I let it cool. Because you don't want to cook your green onions, you want to grow green onions. Now, one good thing about cooking this is you've killed all the bad bugs. The bad thing is you've killed all the good, beneficial bacteria as well. So later on, I'll show you what I'll do for that. But first, I'm going to take this dirt, dump it in here, and really fill it up to the top. This is pretty sterile soil now, but I will fill it all the way. Sorry, I'm going to use my hands. It's a lot easier. Fill this to the top. It will settle as you go. And see right here? Nice soil. Now, the only thing that you need to do, oops, I forgot my scissors. Easiest thing for green onions, use all of this. Cut off, use this, save this amount right here. Just maybe 3/4 of an inch of the onion and all these little roots that you see at the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it all of these. There we go. And last one. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little nubbins. And you'll need to get close here now, Mr. White-haired gardener. I have 5 little nubbins, and that's going to go into the dirt. So basically, my technical method is stick my finger in there, make a little hole, and poke them in. If it isn't large enough, make the hole a little larger. I think it needs to be deeper. And cover this up. Tamp it down. Same thing with all of these. I will put them in. And you don't want to cover the tops with dirt. You want to leave that little bit out. Now, what I'm doing is I will have all of these in, and then I'll show you the finished product right now. But have all of these in, and as you see, this dirt already is going down because it was light and fluffy. So I'll add a little bit more around the, oh, now see I covered that up. That should not be. If you get a little dirt on the tops, that's okay, because it will outgrow that. Yeah, that's pretty well close enough. See, Mr. White-haired gardener? We have these, and they're just above the soil. Now, as I mentioned, the soil now is very sterile. There is no good bacteria or bad in this. So what I like to do is I get the fish emulsion, stinky, but effective. And I will either pour it in here and mix it before I pot it, but I don't really like the smell on my hands. Also, what I'll do is I'll take about a tablespoon of the fish emulsion with a big glass of water, mix it up, and then I'll pour it on here. That is nice. It is full of fishy goodness. And it's a very mild fertilizer, very mild. Will not burn your plants. Second, you can use also, if you want a nice nitrogen boost, used coffee grounds. These are awesome. Now, I'll take these and sprinkle them on the top. And since you're looking for the greens on the onions, the nitrogen will be a nice little boost. You don't have to put the coffee grounds on there. You don't even have to put the fish emulsion on there, but I would recommend some mild, some very mild non-burning fertilizer to give them a little boost. If you don't like the smell, let it sit for a while in an unused room or outside, and you will see growth, I'd say within 48 hours. These things shoot up quickly. Now, I've got some little ones here that I started maybe a week and a half ago. They're still fairly small, and you'll notice some of the cut areas that I've already been using. But as these grow, they will get nice and thick and big like these. And then when you want to cook with them, just snip off what you need. Use it in your food, and it will grow right back. You can't hurt these by cutting them. And yeah, as a matter of fact, the more you cut them, it seems like the more they want to grow. So with this is about 2 weeks. Just put them in here. Within 48 hours, you should see some growth. Now, this is a great idea for people who don't have a garden, or if you live, up north where there's longer winters, or you just want some nice fresh greens during the winter time. Perfect idea. I'm going to probably stick these in the garden, the rest of these, and these back in my sunny windowsill. But if you have no garden and you have a sunny windowsill, stick them in. Otherwise, that's my tip for the day, a money-saving tip, and you don't have to buy green onions ever again. Now, before I go, like, share, and subscribe, and you may notice a couple of links down at the bottom, and if you want to buy a hardworking, tired, white-haired gardener a cup of coffee, I'd really appreciate you doing so. Just saying. Hope you come back.